I believe most of you are aware of the very sad news that barely 90 days into his term, the governor of Nyeri, Dr. Wahome Gakuru, is dead. The governor lost his life in a very, very grisly accident on the Thika Muranga superhighway, very close to the Kabati area, for those who know that road well. The road accident happened in the early hours of this morning, the 7th of November 2017. The governor was rushing to Nairobi for an interview with the Kameme TV and radio station. You of course know Kameme is the Kikuyu vernacular broadcasting house. Politically, what this means is that the deputy governor, Bwana Mutahi Kahiga, takes over for the rest of the term as the Nyeri governor. What stands out in Dr. Wahome Gakuru's short tenure as governor of Nyeri is that he was not the typical Jubilee politician. Very, very humble man. He discouraged people from calling him Your Excellency, saying that he did not want to be called Your Excellency. He did not want to be called His Excellency until he deserved the title, until he had actually delivered something to the people of Nyeri. In the just concluded elections, he gathered a total of 242,000 votes against his closest competitor, who got only 76,055. His closest competitor, of course, was the former deputy governor and the acting governor, Samuel Wamadai. You'll remember Samuel Wamadai was acting governor after the tragic death of the first governor of Nyeri, Nderitu Gachagua, who passed on as a result of pancreatic cancer. Very sad and bizarre for Nyeri constituents, who have lost two governors in office within a very short period of time. Very, very strange, very sad. My condolences to the Nyeri constituents. My condolences to his immediate family. This was the immediate family of Dr. Gakuru. This was a very, very sudden demise. Now, when you hear the term freak accident, the meaning or the definition of freak accident is something that happens, something harmful usually, that happens under very highly unusual and very unlikely circumstances. And this accident that has taken away the life of Dr. Gakuru fits into that description very precisely. Initial police reports indicate that it was a tire burst. The tire actually burst, causing the car to lose control. Yes, but the bizarre thing here is how the car went into a rail. A rail, the rails on the side of the road are supposed to be safety rails. Yes, they are safety tools, because what happens is that when a car loses control, colliding with the railing, is actually supposed to limit the damage and consequences of the accident. But in this case, the Mercedes-Benz went right through the edge of the railing, as you can see on pictures on your screen right now. That is the first very highly unlikely thing that happened here. You lose control, and then instead of hitting the railing, you hit the edge. You enter the edge of the railing, and it goes right through the car, causing death in this case, because if you're hit directly by that railing at high speed, the people seated on the left-hand side of the car, their chances of survival would have been nil. I'm talking like that because official word is still very scanty. We're not being told who the other casualties were, if any. Although we know that the driver is okay. Now from the pictures you can see that the driver's side is unscathed, or rather the damage on the driver's side is very, very minimal. Now to get a clear picture of how grisly this accident was, as I was making this recording, police were still looking for the wrist of one of the victims. The wrist was completely torn off and thrown away somewhere on the scene of the accident. They were still looking for it. Gosh, this was really, really a terrible accident. Now, this is just the kind of very, very scary thing that will scare anybody who drives a car on our Kenyan roads. Which would lead to the question, what causes tire burst? What we in Kenya we call tire burst. The Americans call it blowout. What causes a blowout? Yeah, and can it be avoided? No matter how good a driver you are, no matter how safe your car is, a tire burst is very dangerous and can quite often be fatal, as we have seen in this incident. Causes of a tire burst include high temperatures, which could be caused by either factors in the tire or maybe factors close to where the tire is. Yeah, driving at high speeds, which comes again to temperatures. Yeah, because you drive at a very high speed, friction, etc., etc. And if your tire does not have the right pressure, yeah, if it's a bit flat or it's below the minimum pressure recommended, then there'll be the tire will be deforming and unforming, deforming at high speed at a very rapid rate. Yeah, that again is a very frequent cause of tire burst. Now, most of you know that a vast majority of the tires we have in our modern cars, and I would assume in this Mercedes-Benz, are what we call tubeless tires. Yeah. Now, the advantage of a tubeless tire is that the impact of a tire burst is much less than when it comes to a tire with tubes. And experts tell us if you're driving at a speed of less than 90 kilometers per hour, the impact would be very minimal of a tire burst. Yeah, it would, even if you have oncoming vehicles, it would be very minimal, because you'd be able to control the car, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. Of course, that is assuming that it's not a front tire, okay, and you do not react in the wrong way. Yes, because if it's a front tire, for instance, and you brake sharply, yeah, that can be very dangerous too. Yeah, if you ever in the unfortunate situation where you have a tire burst, the last thing to do is to brake. Yeah, because remember, already the tire burst, the impact, and though it blows, the direction will already slow the car down considerably. Yeah, much more than even your braking would. So we advised apply the brakes only when the car is almost coming to a stop, not immediately when the tire bursts. Yeah, that would make the car go out of control. Judging from this latest accident and the way it happened, the driver must have been driving at a very high speed. Yeah, definitely over 120 kilometers an hour. Very sad development in our politics. Even sadder for Nyerians, if I can call them that. Yeah, losing 2 governors in a row while they're in office. Very sad and very bizarre too. Yeah, of course I'll keep you updated on this story as it develops. But that's all I have for you right now. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.